The desert stretches, endless and golden, each dune a monument to time, each grain of sand a story, whispered by the wind. The sun rises, spilling molten light across the vastness, and a lone rider stands upon a ridge, eyes fixed on horizons that shimmer with promise and challenge. The falcon ascends, wings wide, casting a shadow that dances across the dunes, a companion of spirit and vision, teaching the rider the rhythm of flight and courage. Every gust of wind is a call to action, every ripple in the sand a lesson in patience, perseverance and balance. He mounts his steed, heart beating in sync with the pulse of the desert, and whispers to the wind, "I rise, I endure, I will not falter." The dunes respond, shifting softly, as if the desert itself acknowledges his resolve. The journey is more than distance. It is transformation, a quest to conquer fear, embrace vision and soar beyond limits. The sun climbs high, relentless and fierce, and the desert tests him, as it always does. Sand bites at skin, wind lashes, heat blazes, yet he rides forward, every stride a declaration, "I will rise, I will endure, I will claim my destiny." The falcon dives, rising with effortless grace, teaching mastery of vision, timing and courage. He watches, absorbs, learns, for the desert is both adversary and mentor, shaping the spirit of those who dare traverse its vastness. Mirages tempt with illusions of ease, yet he pierces through, focused on horizons whispered into dreams long ago. Every dune climbed, every storm weathered, every night beneath the stars, becomes a step toward mastery, a stride toward freedom, a heartbeat echoing the rhythm of courage and resolve. The winds rise, fierce and unyielding, twisting through dunes, shaping valleys, testing every stride. The rider leans into their force, harnessing their energy, aligning body, mind and spirit. Every gust is a teacher, every shifting shadow a lesson. True strength is born of endurance, focus and unwavering will. The falcon cries, soaring through currents of air, and he feels the fire of determination ignite within. The desert hums beneath him, alive with challenges, every grain of sand a story, every ripple a reminder. Courage is not found, it is earned in motion, in struggle, in persistence. Night falls, stars glimmer, and he pauses atop a towering dune. The desert whispers in winds and shadows, stories of warriors, kings and dreamers, who rose above fear, doubt and limits, and he feels their strength flow through him, a current of vision, endurance and relentless resolve. The sun dips lower, painting the desert in molten gold and crimson, and the rider feels the fire of purpose burn brighter within him. Each dune ahead is both a challenge and a promise, each gust of wind a test of courage, focus and resolve. The falcon circles above, wings catching the fading light, its shadow slicing across the sands like a mark of destiny. It teaches the rider that true mastery is not in force alone, but in balance, timing and the courage to rise again and again. The desert hums with ancient whispers, stories of those who dared, who endured, who conquered. Every step forward is a declaration, "I rise, I endure, I will soar beyond all limits." Mirages flicker across the dunes, tempting with illusions of ease, yet he moves forward with unwavering focus. The horizon calls, a beacon of dreams realized, and he feels the desert itself lending strength to his stride. Night begins to fall, and the first stars emerge, twinkling like sparks of possibility, guiding him through shadowed valleys and windswept ridges. The falcon dives and rises in perfect rhythm, a living symbol of the wings of resolve and the fire within. He whispers to the wind, "Teach me to rise higher, to claim the horizon, to embrace the infinite." And the desert answers with its own song, a symphony of perseverance, courage and endless possibility. Each heartbeat becomes a drum, each breath a verse, and the rider rides on, through flames of the horizon, through trials and shadows, carrying the eternal fire of vision, determination and unyielding spirit. The horizon rises like a golden challenge, and the rider feels the weight of every trial behind him, merge with the fire of purpose within. The dunes below stretch endlessly, a mosaic of shadows and light, of struggle and triumph, each ripple telling the story of courage earned. The falcon glides above, wings wide, a master of the sky, a mirror of vision and perseverance. Its cry echoes across the dunes, a call to rise higher, to endure further, to embrace the infinite. The sun blazes relentless and pure, testing every step, every heartbeat, every ounce of resolve.
Yet the rider moves forward with unwavering determination, knowing that the summit is not merely a place, but a measure of spirit, courage and vision. The winds rise, fierce and swirling, sand whipping like fire against his skin, and he leans into the storm, riding the challenge as if it were a friend, learning that strength is forged not in comfort, but in the relentless pursuit of dreams. As the shadows lengthen, the dunes reveal hidden paths, secret valleys, ridges kissed by the golden light, each step a test, each breath a victory, each heartbeat a drum marking the rhythm of resilience. He whispers to the falcon, "Lead me to the highest peak, show me the limits, and I will rise beyond them." The falcon cries, diving then rising in perfect harmony, and he feels the lesson deep within. To soar is to face the wind, embrace the fire, and rise, always rise beyond every horizon. Night approaches, stars glimmering across the endless sky, and he pauses atop a high ridge, looking back at the dunes conquered, the trials endured, and forward to the summit that calls him ever higher, a beacon of possibility, courage and unyielding spirit.
The desert wind rises, fierce and untamed, and the rider mounts once more, heart steady, spirit ablaze. Every dune ahead is a test, every gust of wind a challenge, yet within him burns the eternal fire of resolve, a flame that will not waver, a spirit that will not bow. The falcon soars beside him, wings slicing through the golden air, eyes sharp, vision unbroken, a guide and companion in flight. Together they move as one, riding the currents of wind, reading the pulse of the dunes, harnessing the strength of courage, patience and determination. The sun casts its molten light across the endless sands, revealing hidden valleys, secret paths and peaks yet unseen. The rider leans into the wind, feeling its force energize him, every heartbeat aligned with the rhythm of the desert, every breath a testament to endurance, every stride a vow. I rise, I endure, I soar, I will not be stopped. Mirages shimmer in the distance, tempting with illusions of ease, yet he sees through them with unwavering focus. The falcon cries, a clarion call of freedom, and he answers in spirit, in motion, in the fire that fuels his ascent. The dunes beneath hum with ancient whispers, stories of warriors, kings and poets who dared to rise, echoes of courage carried by the winds for those who listen. He feels their strength flow through him, a current of vision, endurance and limitless possibility. Night descends, stars scatter across the sky, and he rides on, guided by light, spirit and unwavering will. Every gust, every challenge, every heartbeat pushes him higher, closer to the summit of dreams, where wings of resolve carry him beyond fear, beyond limits, into the realm where courage meets destiny, and the desert itself becomes a canvas for greatness. The sun climbs high, casting its relentless light across the dunes, and the rider feels the weight of every trial pressing upon him. Each step becomes a battle, each gust of wind a test, yet within him burns a fire unyielding, a flame that transforms challenge into strength, doubt into determination, and fear into courage. The falcon circles above, eyes piercing the horizon, a master of the skies, a symbol of focus, vision and resolve. It dips and rises in perfect rhythm, teaching the rider that true mastery is harmony with the elements, not domination over them. The desert stretches endlessly, golden and vast, its dunes shifting like waves, each hiding unseen obstacles. Sand lashes at skin, heat blazes, winds scream, yet he pushes forward with unwavering will, every stride a declaration. I endure, I rise, I will not falter. Mirages shimmer in the distance, illusions of ease and retreat, but he rides beyond them, guided by vision and inner fire. The whispers of the desert grow louder, stories of those who rose above limits, of warriors, poets and dreamers who dared to soar, and he draws their strength into his own spirit, a current of courage flowing through every heartbeat. Night descends, stars scattering across the velvet sky, and he pauses atop a towering dune, breathing in the cool sacred air, feeling the pulse of the universe beneath his feet. The falcon cries and he answers, not in words but in motion, in spirit, in the unwavering resolve of the soul. I rise beyond fear, I rise beyond doubt, I rise beyond limits. I am the rider, I am the seeker, I am eternal. The desert hums with approval, the wind whispers encouragement, and he rides on, ascending toward horizons unseen, carrying the fire of trials conquered, lessons learned, and the wings of resolve that will carry him to infinity. The desert stretches endlessly, bathed in golden light, and the rider feels the culmination of every trial, every struggle, every gust of wind that tested his resolve.
The dunes beneath him rise and fall like waves of time, and he rides atop them with heart steady, spirit unbroken. The falcon soars above, wings wide, shadow gliding across the sands, a companion of vision, courage and freedom. Its cries echo in the wind, calling him higher, urging him to embrace not just the path, but the infinite sky beyond. Every stride is a declaration of courage, every heartbeat a drum of determination, every breath a hymn of endurance. The desert that once tested him, now bends to his spirit, reflecting the fire within, the wings that carry him forward. Mirages flicker, illusions of ease and retreat, yet he passes them with unwavering focus. The falcon dives and rises, teaching mastery, that true freedom is born of resilience, vision, and the courage to rise again. The sun dips low, casting amber and crimson across the sands, and the rider lifts his eyes to the horizon, seeing not limits, but possibilities beyond imagination. He whispers to the wind, "Teach me to soar, to rise above fear, above doubt, above every boundary." The desert hums in response, carrying echoes of ancient warriors, poets, and kings whose courage paved the skies. He feels their strength flowing through him, every heartbeat, every breath, every stride, pushing him beyond the familiar, into the realm where spirit becomes infinite, and wings of resolve carry him beyond limits. The stars begin to emerge, sprinkling light across the night sky, and he rides on, guided by courage, vision, and relentless will. Every challenge faced, every trial endured, has built the wings that now lift him higher, toward horizons uncharted, dreams realized, and freedom eternal. The horizon stretches endless, a golden ribbon merging with sky, and the rider feels the culmination of every step, every trial, every heartbeat. The desert that once tested him, now whispers in reverence, acknowledging the fire that refused to be quenched, the courage that soared beyond every limit. The falcon glides beside him, wings wide, eyes sharp, a mirror of focus, vision and boundless freedom. Together they rise above dunes, above winds, above shadows, carrying the lessons of endurance, patience, and unyielding spirit. Every stride is liberation, every breath a hymn, every heartbeat a drum announcing triumph over fear and doubt. The desert hums beneath him, its golden sands reflecting the fire within, each grain a story of resilience, each ripple a testament to courage. He lifts his gaze to the sky, seeing stars begin to shimmer, and feels the infinite pulse of the universe within him. The falcon cries, a song of victory and freedom, and he answers in spirit, "I rise, I endure, I soar, I am free." Mirages vanish, illusions dissolve, and the path ahead shines clear, a ribbon of golden possibilities, stretching beyond imagination. The desert whispers stories of warriors, poets and kings, and he realizes he is now part of that eternal echo, a rider who has claimed the heart of freedom, who has risen beyond fear, beyond doubt, beyond all limits. Night blankets the sands, stars casting silver upon golden dunes, and he rides on, unbound, unstoppable, every stride carrying him closer to the ultimate horizon, where courage meets vision, where dreams become reality, and the spirit soars eternal, unbroken, infinite. He whispers to the wind, to the falcon, to the desert, "I am the rider, I am the dreamer, I am the seeker, I rise, I endure, I soar, and I am free forever." The desert lies vast beneath a sky ablaze with stars, and the rider soars atop his steed, falcon beside him, a silhouette against infinity, a symbol of courage, vision, and freedom. The dunes below whisper tales of trials overcome, of heartbeats aligned with the pulse of determination, of every stride, every breath, every step toward greatness. The horizon stretches endlessly, golden and infinite, and he knows that the journey has no end, only boundless possibility. Every gust of wind, every shimmer of sand, carries echoes of dreams pursued, fears conquered, and courage earned. The falcon cries, wings slicing through starlight, a song of triumph, mastery, and relentless spirit. The rider answers, not in words but in heartbeat, in motion, in unyielding will, "I rise, I endure, I soar, I am eternal." The desert hums beneath him, a symphony of lessons and victories, its golden dunes a mirror of the fire within, its winds a chorus of resilience, perseverance and vision. He rides forward, not toward a destination, but into the infinite, embracing the eternal horizon, where courage becomes legend, and spirit knows no limits. Stars shimmer across the sky, their light reflecting his journey, and he understands, true triumph is not the end, but the power to rise again, to soar beyond fear, beyond doubt, to chase dreams without hesitation, and to endure without surrender. The falcon dips, ascends and circles in perfect harmony, and the rider merges with its flight, with the sky, with the horizon itself. The echoes of the desert sing of freedom and timeless courage, a song that will resonate for all who dare to rise. He lifts his hands, spirit ablaze, "I am the rider, the seeker, the dreamer. I rise, I endure, I soar, and I am free. My journey is eternal, my spirit unstoppable." The desert, the wind, the stars, and the falcon unite, and the rider becomes legend, a soul unbroken, a spirit boundless, an echo eternal in the golden heart of the dunes.